Welcome to Comadres y Comics. Comadres y Comics is a podcast hosted by 3 Latina women.
We highlight the Latinx presence in the comic book industry as creators, characters, and fans.
Join us as we talk chisme, comics, fandom, and beer. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Comadres y Comics. This is episode 271. We are your hosts. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Jen.
Welcome back, ladies.
Hello.
Right before the holidays. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
This month is going by so fast for me. So much to do. So little time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm still in October. I need y'all to know this. Like, mentally,
yeah,
I'm in October.
Yeah.
Like, I wish it was still October. Like, it's like November just passed by like nothing. And then
yes. I feel like November is just a figment of my imagination. Like, I know that it exists, but did I experience it? I don't think so.
No, and it's just like Christmas encroaches upon like the sacred time that I dedicate to the spooky. And like I don't like it. I like the way that people want to like reinforce Christmas as soon as October ends. Like, no, bitch, we still got Day of the Dead and All Saints Day. That's sacred time to me.
Well,
like,
you should just start to really, what do you call it? Like, go into the Krampus lore and all that stuff so that you can extend your spooky.
That's true. Like,
I mean,
I've been
weird demon-looking animals that eat children. That sounds perfect for you.
I do like that. I enjoy that
aspect. Dive into that. Yeah, we should really look into it.
Embrace. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, you should embrace Krampus.
I think I should. Like, I really need to like just reinforce that. You know what? I am the Grinch. Like, maybe one day I'll discover like my inner like Christmas spirit, but she doesn't exist. I killed her when I was 6 years old. Like, she's gone.
Yeah, I know. We try to bring her back with movies, but even that is just really hard. I just watched my first Christmas movie, like, I think this weekend. I just haven't been in the mood. Something's going on. I don't know what it is. Something's wrong with Jack.
That is, you know what? That's a Christmas movie. That is my other Christmas movie.
But I hate it.
No,
I don't know why. Okay, this is what happened.
Fair enough.
I was all about Nightmare Before Christmas because the aesthetic was me. I'm like all about like
Tim Burton. Yeah.
Yes, Tim Burton and like weird creepy shit and Halloween for Christmas and whatever. And so I was all about Nightmare Before Christmas. Then I watched the movie and I sat there and I'm like, I'm so bored. Why am I so bored? This is so boring. I even paid extra money to go watch it for the first time at El Capitan Theater. And they had like the extra stuff going on and, you know, get you in the mood. I don't know what was going on. They always have something extra, installations or whatever out back. And I've only watched it once. So maybe I need to watch it again. But
how long ago was this?
It has to have been like semi-recently. If she knows
not semi-recently, I took a group of girls on a field trip to go watch it. So I'm gonna guess it was like 2000. I don't know, like 2000 through. I don't know, like between 2003 and 2007.
Got it.
No, tell me why I was talking like, because to the people who are actually like my age at work, and I was like reminiscing about fucking 2008, like specifically 2008 music, because like that was like Minutes to Midnight, Linkin Park, and stuff like that. So, like we were like talking, and then one of my younger coworkers comes in, and she was just like, "Oh, I was like 3 or like 5 or some shit like that," and I was just like, "You know what? Never mind. Do not interact with me. Do not talk to me. We can no longer be friends. We can no longer associate with each other. Go away from me. Be gone. Be gone."
I was having breakfast the other day at Barney's Beanery in Santa Monica because that's where I go after my runs. And the bartender we were talking about the song that was playing. It was Vacation by the Go-Go's.
Ooh.
And somehow he overheard our conversation, and he was and we knew what the song was, but he got the impression that we were trying to figure out who the group was. So he goes and he is doing his job, and then he comes back with his phone. He's like, so my phone is saying that this is a group called Go-Go's. And he was so proud of himself that he knew this information and that he shared it with us, that we didn't have the heart to tell him, yeah, we all were born in the 70s. We know what this song was.
Oh, sad. He probably Shazammed it.
Yes.
No, here's the thing. They don't even know what Shazam is.
Oh, no. Have we gotten to that point where they don't know what Shazam is? Oh, my.
God. Or it's just like a thing, like they say Shazam, or like but they don't know like what it originally was. Like it's just become a part of like saying like, oh, just Google it, when it used to be just like it's just become part of the lingo or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm only 31, you guys.
Yo, you know what? When people were asked about how you were at Latino Comics Expo, I would tell them, oh, she's doing good. She lives in San Jose. She graduated from college. She has a job, and she is having an existential crisis over being in her 30s now.
I mean, yeah. I'm gonna be so real. I didn't think I would make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was such a, like, I don't have a plan. I had a plan for up to 30, and that was to be like, get there, see if I should kill myself or not, and then like figure it out from there. Well, I figured it out. I'm not killing myself, so what the fuck? I need to figure it out.
Well, first things first.
I can joke about this, but yeah.
I think first things first, just get to Japan and then figure it out from there.
True. Yeah.
Lifelong dream. If you never come back, just remember, you're the one that's going to have to get up in the middle of the night to record, not us.
True.
But also, like, I don't know if I would stay in Japan. All my friends and family are here in the United States. Every time I think too deeply about the fact that my mom just up and left, like both of my parents just up and left their country and to start over in some place, I'm just all like, holy shit, no, I don't think I could do that. Like, like I can up and move like somewhere to the United States. I mean, I did by coming to San Jose, but like leaving the country, like I get it.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. All right, guys, now it's time for Chisme de la Semana. And Kristen has some juicy chisme she gave to us behind the scenes. And just wait, we're going to have to wait to share that. But you have more chisme. Please let us know what's the chisme. What's
so part of the chisme is they're not related, but one thing I did want to talk about is Free Comic Book Day, that it's finally been announced that there is going to be a Free Comic Book Day. There was actually a point in time that retailers were not certain if there was going to be a supported Free Comic Book Day. Like, of course, comic book shops would probably still do something on the first Saturday in May. And for those of you that don't know, Free Comic Book Day is a day, always the first Saturday in May, that is supported by the industry, where publishers publish specific books to be given away for free to the community. And it is an event that was developed to get people to come into comic shops, read more comics, get into hopefully a series, and then start reading it on an ongoing basis. And so because Diamond was the owner of Free Comic Book Day, and Diamond went bankrupt earlier this year, nobody knew what was going to happen. And the company that bought Diamond didn't make any announcements. Well, earlier this week, no, last week, because today's Monday, last week, finally, Universal Alliance / Universal made an announcement and said, yes, we are going to do Free Comic Book Day. Yes, here are the publishers that are going to participate with books, and we will get you more information as soon as we can. Well, the truth of the matter is that in the past, we have already, as retailers, put in our orders for Free Comic Book Day by now. By December 15th, we've already put in our orders. So the fact that that's not happening quite yet gives a lot of retailers pause, because they're wondering, how are publishers going to meet the publishing and printing demand of orders if they don't hurry and get on it and tell us, you know, what books are being offered and allow retailers to order those books. Another interesting part of the Chisme is that Marvel, who is distributed by Penguin Random House, has said, you know what, we're going to have our own event. We're not participating in Free Comic Book Day this year. We're creating our own thing, and it is called Free Comics for All, and or something like that, something cheesy like that. And we're gonna go ahead and have the event on the same day.
Wow.
So it's Free Comic Book Day.
So it's Free Comic Day. Nobody knows why Penguin Random House, because it's probably Penguin that made this decision, not Marvel. We don't know why Penguin wants to be separate, and how silly it is that they're calling it something completely different, because all of the logo and everything on that Marvel book is going to be completely different. It's not going to have the Free Comic Book Day logo on it. It's not going to have anything to do with Free Comic Book Day, other than the fact that it's a free comic given away on the May 2nd, the first Saturday in May.
But so I wonder if it's like some like concession that maybe Marvel still wanted to participate in it, but Penguin was just like, no, like there has to be our branding and stuff like that.
Right.
So
yeah,
they're just like, you know what, like, you sure, this is what we'll do, so long as we like get to release it on this day, get to release it like here, like the blah and all this stuff. So
yes,
it's so corporate lingo is so,
I know, so silly.
It really is. But you know what?
Another additional chisme to Free Comic Book Day is that now that Alliance / Universal owns Free Comic Book Day, now Alliance, for those of you that don't know, was the gaming portion of Diamond. And Universal bought Alliance, and now they are absorbing it and changing it into just Universal. And so that's important to know. For the next part of Chisme that has to do with Free Comic Book Day, Alliance / Universal is incorporating gaming into Free Comic Book Day. So there's going to be Topps is going to be participating in Free Comic Book Day this year, and so is Wizards of the Coast. So to me, my guess is that they're going to print out cards. I hope that they're going to print out cards to give away. If they print out comics, I don't know how that's going to be. I mean, Wizards does own licenses to these characters, and there have been Magic the Gathering comics in the
like a
in the
D&D
year.
short or something, because it's not just
So we don't know quite how that's going to be, but there are a lot of retailers who are up in arms about it, because again, like I mentioned, the original reason why Free Comic Book Day was created was to get people into comic shops, to get people reading comics. And so there are a lot of retailers who are very upset with the fact that if they Alliance and Universal incorporate gaming, that now local game shops are going to be able to participate in this event, and they are wondering, is that going to now allow them to order comics and give comics away at their shops? So we're not quite sure how that's going to play out. And to be honest with you, I think that's great. I think it's great to get more comics out there, to get comics into gamers' hands. Being someone who owned a shop where we had a Magic, Pokemon, and comic book community there, I know firsthand that there wasn't a lot of crossover. It was very interesting to discover that and to find that out. But I'd love to be
I have
able
a
to.
simple answer.
What's
Gamers can't read. They're illiterate.
Oh my god! Don't come after me. Come after Jen.
Hey, I'm a gamer. I play video games all the goddamn time, but let me tell you, they can't fucking read.
So there's some like strife behind the scenes about that. But like I said, I think it's good. Get more comics into people's hands. I'm excited if they are going to give away free cards to do that. Although I don't have distribution yet for gaming, so who knows if I'll be able to participate in that. But I'm hoping that we get more information soon, because Free Comic Book Day is the biggest day, arguably, of the year for comic book shops. It's the first Saturday in May, and once January 1st comes around, that first Saturday comes around so quickly. There's a lot of planning that goes into it, a lot of just, collaborating and partnering with other creators and organizations. We partnered with the Santa Monica Public Library. This year, we have a Los Angeles County Library about 5 blocks away from us that we'd love to partner with. We're going to continue to partner with Santa Monica. And then also another, not employee, customer of ours works at the Palm location of, I don't know if it's Santa Monica or if it's LA, but she also is in the West LA part, and she's a librarian. And so we'd love to be able to have the Santa Monica Comics Company name as a community partner in as many libraries as we can. So, and we can't do that without the proper amount of planning time. So we hope that all that gets resolved soon. But the most important information is that we have been told there is going to be a Free Comic Book Day that is going to be supported by publishers.
That sounds really cool. We'll just have to wait, I guess, until they get their ducks in order. All right, guys, now it's time for On My Radar. And Kristen, what is on your radar?
So on my radar this week is a book that is coming out this week that sounds really cool. And it's called AGGIE. And it is a #1, but it's a one-shot, which I really wish comic publishers would quit calling one-shots #1. It's very confusing to readers. Because if you see a #1, you assume there's going to be a #2. Yes. Just say one shot on the book. It's very
don't put a number at all.
Exactly.
Or a 0. That would be kind of cool.
No, I still expect a number after 0.
Right.
Yeah,
me too.
Okay.
So Aggie is a book written by Mark Russell, and Mark Russell is a writer that has written some books that I really enjoy, and is very good at writing like satire stories or satire themes into his stories. And this sounds like it's going to be kind of right up that alley. So AGGIE, or Aggregated Human Experience Database, is an experiential technology that has come to dominate life in the near future. The ubiquitous technology allows one person to live life through someone else's eyes. So for the most part, that means people are going to pick celebrities, influencers, or an athlete. I don't know. I would pick a dominatrix.
I would pick when the man who gets a lot of tail. Yeah.
But when Aggie's AI achieves sentience, because don't they always, it randomly starts matching users to people that progress has left behind. So that means that it's showing these people a world through the eyes where technology it's almost as like if, like today I was put into some like prepper's eyes who lives in the mountains and only eats like what they forage from the land.
So cool, though.
Oh
That
my God.
sounds really cool.
Yeah, but when you come, this is near future, so you're living in this technology heavy world, and the AI is putting you into a body that is not using technology. Ironically, ironically? So the question is this going to lead to widespread rejection of popular technology? Because now these people are like, oh my God, this is what my life would be without technology, and I kind of like it a little bit more. Or is it going to awaken something in society and people leading companies who shape our lives? So who knows? But it actually, the idea behind this book sounded really interesting. And I love Mark Russell, and he is really good at trying to take like issues and themes that we deal with in our current society and put them into like weird situations. Like, for example, he wrote the book called Not All Robots, and it is the story of how robots kind of have taken over. They do everything. It's kind of like the scene in WALL-E where everybody doesn't walk, doesn't do anything for themselves, and the big fat slobs. Well, this is kind of like that, where robots are doing everything for people. They come into your home and they take care of everything. And that sounds kind of good, except for the fact that no human gives them any kind of accolade or thank you, and they feel very taken advantage of. And so they start to meet and plan this like this
God,
coup over humans. So yes, and so it's kind of and it's funny. It's actually a really funny story when you're reading the story and you're looking at this social issue and you're like, this is completely what's going on these days, but now the story is about robots. So anyway, if you want to read a good story about that, Not All Robots, Mark Russell, highly recommend it. And this book comes out this week on New Comic Day, called AGGIE, and says it's #1, but it's a one shot.
Well, that's going on my pull list. How exciting! You know what? The way you described it, I'm just like really interested in reading how it's going to unfold. So that's kind of cool. All right, guys, now it's time for our book review. What are we reviewing today?
So today we are reviewing El Llorón by Maxi Rodríguez, also goes by the moniker Chubby Bunny. She is the owner, creator of Casuto Productions, and has actually been interviewed by us many years ago. I think we were still in studio. Yeah. So this is a story that is available on her Substack, and here's a little synopsis that she shares. Shimali is a luchador who comes from a family of lucha libre royalty. In the present, Shimali meets Winnie, a plus-size Latina cartoonist, and becomes smitten. From here, they navigate the ups and downs of their relationship. And this was launched 9 months ago, so it's taken 9 months for her to get to 70 pages, but the 70 pages are so amazing. Her art is so amazing. I really enjoyed the story. I really was not very up on what this story was about. Like, I had never seen this synopsis before, so I didn't know what I was reading. Like, El Llorón, that doesn't tell you anything, honestly. And so I'm gonna be real with you. I thought it was about Handsome Stallion. And for those of you who don't follow Maxi, Handsome Stallion in her Chubby Bunny comics, that's what she calls her boyfriend. Chubby Bunny is a plus size character, and her boyfriend, she refers to him as Handsome Stallion. And so that's what I thought this was about. So, color me surprised and shocked when it was a completely different set of characters and a completely different storyline. So, I just, I guess assumed, because that's all I'd ever seen her do before. But now that I think about it, I remember her saying, you know, she was taking on this new endeavor. She's only done like short stuff before, and this was like an ongoing story. So that's what you can expect if you join her Substack, to read this ongoing story.
Well, I have seen her at other conventions and we follow her on Instagram, and I kept seeing El Llorón, like the wrestler. So I thought when I started reading it, it was going to be about wrestling.
Oh, okay.
So I was way
okay.
off as well.
It's so funny because when I first opened it and like I saw El Llorón, and then there's the cover page which is has Minerva on it as well. At first I thought this was gonna be like her take on a horror story. Like instead of La Llorona, it's gonna be El Llorón.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
and
makes perfect
like
sense.
a gender flip
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I was just so like, oh, I'm here for it. So imagine my surprise when I'm reading it and I'm just all like, this is a romance. Color me shocked and bamboozled. And like I read all of it. I read the full thing. And let me just start off by saying that I'm not a romance person, like at all. But I did love the artwork for it. I mean, Maxi is a great artist. Love her artwork. Love how she draws plus size women, and even like him, like because he's not like a skinny dude.
Yeah.
He's like a big buff dude. And kudos to her, she made him look attractive to me, which is a great feat in and of itself, because I have like zero attraction towards men sometimes. Not unless you're Pedro Pascal. Like I'll hit that.
Of course.
Pedro Pascal, Oscar Isaac.
Yes.
But you know, he's
7.
very feminine too.
That's what we love about him.
Like, yeah, so
that
there
might
you
be
go.
why.
Yeah.
That might be why, yeah. So I have a very short list of men that I am attracted to. And if you don't fit any of those bills, I'm zero interest.
Well, it's just the way that all the women I'm attracted to are very butch. So
yeah,
we like what we like.
We like what we like. That's so true. And so I was reading it and I was just all like, I just got like a cuteness, like very romance.
It slapped
sappy.
you in the face.
It slapped me in the face, left me confused, distraught even, possibly. I was just all like, what is this? Where's my horror twist? Where's El Llorón? Like, the wrestler? I don't know him. So, but I read all of it because I do like Maxi's work, but it was almost cuteness overload for me. Yeah.
Well, that's what I loved about it, actually. And I am the first to admit that I will tell Eddie, and Eddie knows that I say this to people, that I have a black heart, and that I am not like, don't try to get me with your feelings and emotions, because I honestly don't care.
I mean, same.
It's like that meme where someone is huddled crying in the corner and the person is trying to console them with a broom. Like, that's me.
Yeah. I know. I remember I had to train you to accept my hugs. Even then, I'm surprised I do hug people.
This is true. This is so true.
Yes. So
she's like, she'll let you know I'm not a hugger.
Yeah. I just ignored it.
So imagine my shock and surprise when I found out it was a romance, and I got into it right away. But also, ironically, I listen to audiobooks that are very just like, I don't want to have to think about things. I just listen to the story. Or I used to read Harlequin romances when I was in college during summer. After school and classes were over during summer, I would only read Harlequin romances. And also YA romance books. Just because it was something I didn't have to think about. It was easy to just get into, and it was very mindless. And so this is not mindless. This story actually has it addresses a lot of social issues.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Yeah, I agree.
we have Minerva / Winnie, who is a plus size girl who in this 70 pages shares that she's been treated poorly by men in the past, that men she's dated have hidden her away, men who have what seems like was portrayed as a fat fetish, when she is not interested, then starts to like verbally abuse her and be mean to her. And she is the first to admit that she's just used to being treated that way, and she just allows it because it's just the norm for her. There's a trans character in here that is written as the not a I don't want to say love interest, but it is at a club, and she right away mentions, "Hey, I'm a trans woman," and the guy's like, "I don't care, you're a woman, right?" And so I really liked that, and I just really enjoyed seeing a story. And this is what Maxi is all about. She is all about, and she makes no qualms about saying, I like fuck fat phobia. Like that's what she has all over her her booths. She has stickers, she has prints, and she, to me in this story, is trying to normalize plus size women finding love and being the object of attraction to a man who is being fawned over by tons and tons of women because he's attractive. And and I don't think a lot of times people think that fat women deserve to be the object of affection of good looking men.
Yeah. Or like whenever you see something online about it, the amount of like vitriol from people saying like you don't deserve him, or them being like he's just into you because you're fat, like, and that's a fetish and stuff like that. Like it's so nasty and ugly.
Yeah.
Like get a life, bro.
Yeah.
And even some women are into it too, just kind of like this internalized misogyny and also like fat phobia and stuff like that. Look, I'm not one to be like I know I'm big, but I'm also like, you tell me I'm big, we're fighting.
Right.
Like yeah,
it's like
I know.
how you can talk shit about your family, but if someone else does, we're fighting.
Yeah, 100%. like I don't give a shit. And I'm just like, as someone who has always, not even always, because you know what? There is something like, maybe I want to say, and it's been a while. It's been a long while. When I was like 14 or 15, and I thought I was supposed to like guys. And I was reading Twilight and stuff like that. At one point I did feel like the romance, the chick flicks and stuff like that. But again, that was when I was around 15 or 16 before I was just all like, nah, actually. But like teenager me would have loved this story. She probably would have cried at reading the really like sappy parts where he's just like, I've never met somebody like this, or like he like fell for her, like he fell so hard for her and stuff like that. 15-year-old me would have loved that. Would have been like all about it. And I think that's kind of who this is for. This is like either like for people who are super super into romance, or like plus size women, or plus size like plus size teenage Jen would have loved this. And you know what? Good for her. I'm just a grown ass woman now. Grown.
Right. No, I kind of feel what you're saying about that, because yes, I couldn't identify with some of these kind of like romantic kind of, well, first of all, I was really into it when I was in my teens, right? And then of course I kind of grew out of it. So I also have a dark soul, the dark heart. But there are little things that I'm just like, okay, this is like I can pinpoint it. Like, for instance, like when she had his jacket on and she's like, oh, it smells like him. And I'm just like, I don't want to smell like him. I want to smell like me. My husband has really great cologne, but when he hugs me and it stays on me, I'm just like, no, I don't want to smell like you. I want to smell like me. Like, it's different now. It's not the same. But, honestly, just but the description and everything that I've read, I think Teenage Me would have loved a story like this because I felt really seen in this story. Whereas, like, I was kept a secret sometimes. I was just a friend. I never got the title of girlfriend or whatever, or just the buddy. She's my buddy, my bud. Anyway, also just kind of like the fact that she says right away, oh, I'm used to people talking to me like that. And it's true, like back then, like people said all sorts of things, and I wasn't even fat back then. I was actually skinnier than I am right now, but now I don't give no fucks. I'm just like,
It's when I think about like early 2000s, like late 90s, early 2000s, and like, yeah, I think it did give me a body image complex. Definitely. I do have a very negative like body image, but I've kind of like taken it in stride sort of, in like basically, like for me how I've processed it is just like nobody can say shit to me because I've probably said worse about myself. And so therefore I don't give a shit. But at the same time, I'm like, it is nice to be seen and to feel like loved, or to at least have the what is it? What's the word that I'm looking at? Like, see that representation possible for the people that who need it. I know that I'm in a place where I'm like, I'm like good, or at least I'm working on myself enough that I kind of don't need this reassurance. But to those who want it, Maxi did a great job. It's very body positive forward. It's very socially forward, like Kristen was saying, because we've got trans women. We have an NB character. I'm assuming they're NB as well, who are like out and about and clubbing. I was really laughing at the clubbing part too, because it's not like that anymore. It's like the I think the clubbing
no
part,
way.
clubbing is no longer how it used to be. If you go to
Really?
like a gay bar, yes, it is. So it is. It's funny to think about me there at a gay bar. But it's because against my better judgment, I have gone out clubbing still with some of my freaking like 20, 21-year-old, 22-year-old coworkers, and it's stale.
Really?
What? I'd
Wow.
love to see that firsthand, for sure.
It's stale. Unless you go to a gay club, which is where usually I go to. So that's usually where we start off, and then we try going somewhere else, and it is stale AF. So then we end up back at the gay club.
Wow, that's sad.
It is
It's
sad because
sad.
I remember, like, you tell me stories about how when you were going out, but then I remember my own escapades, and I had a lot of fun. But now it's just, it's no longer like that. Like,
Wow.
even, yeah, which is sad. It's really funny because I am I specifically remember going out with two of my younger coworkers who had just turned 21. Um and we went out clubbing, and then they tried to go out clubbing by themselves, and they're like, I didn't have a good time. And that's because, one, I know I used to go clubbing, so I was like, I had everyone gathered. I was just like, here's where we're gonna go, here's where we're gonna go, here, and this is what we're going to do. So I had a game plan. I was just all like, but they don't be doing that. Or at least when I was going out clubbing, I could go anywhere and still have a good time. Now you have to know which clubs are good, or at least going to, because or not, you're just gonna have a bad time. You're just gonna keep up hitting dud after dud.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And what's really funny is the last club I was at was a gay club on West Hollywood. So
Hell yeah. Gay clubs are
that
where
was a
it's
lot
at.
of fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of dancing and drinking and just like having a good time with these beautiful dancers on the platforms.
The go-go dancers, yeah.
Yes.
And that's the thing, is that I don't like, going to West Hollywood, yes, I know there's dance clubs there, but like most places are just like, if someone's like, let's go out to a club, and we go, and I'm like, this isn't a club, this is a bar where everyone is sitting around and talking and
Yeah.
drinking. I want to dance.
Yeah, we have to go to like a dance club. There's also, I feel like club and bar have become conflated.
Yes.
I mean, there are bars that turn into clubs
Mm-hmm.
after a certain point in time,
Mm-hmm.
or after like 10 o'clock.
Yes.
But good, like at some point, something in my brain would just went like, "Girl, what are you doing out after 8 o'clock? Go home, stay in bed or something."
Today I told Sarah, it's my day off, and I just feel like going to the red car and eating and drinking until 6 o'clock, and then going home and going to bed.
No, tell me.
That is so true.
Tell me why, like the what is it? Because there's like two groups that I hang out with from work. There's the like everyone involved, which includes the 20-21-year-olds, and then there's the my age group, people that I hang out with, and that age group. After work, we go eat somewhere. They have a few drinks. I don't drink anymore. And then, like by 4 or 5 o'clock, we're all home and I'm ready for bed.
Yes, I'm like, the best thing I could think of was sitting at the red car from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. because that is like right in the middle of their happy hour, and I was gonna eat pulled pork
Happy
nachos and sliders and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and drink beer until I was a little loopy. And then walk my happy ass home and go to bed at 6 o'clock or 6:15 because I would have to walk home.
Like I wouldn't even like. It's not even about falling asleep. It's just that I'm in my bed.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I totally get that. Anyway,
we digress.
Yeah, we went all over the place. No, but
all this to say is that we're ready to rate.
Yes,
rate the book.
definitely. Oh, I also wanted to mention more about the art. I just felt that like Maxi is probably like a wrestling fan because she got those scenes, those panels of art in the movement of the wrestling, like even just down to the like when you have the opponent in a lock. Kind of, I was just like really impressed with the movement that it portrayed.
There was
in
one
her
panel
artwork.
where he was doing a sidekick up to someone's head, and
Yeah.
I like it caught my eye the way that his body was just like that movement, and I also had the thought of, wow, this is actually pretty accurate. And I was like, does she have her husband stand like that? Because sometimes Eddie will be like, can you come help me? Can you like stand this way or do this or stand by the car so I can see? And so I was like, was her husband with his leg up in the air?
No, it was great. Great movement, great colors. Like Maxi's a great artist. I truly do love her art. It's visible from a mile away whenever we go to a convention and she's there.
Yes. And just before we do rate, I want to share that the Substack's URL is lloroncomics.substack.com.
And El Llorón is spelled?
And that's ELYYORON comics.substack.com.
Awesome.
It's comics with an S. And we'll share that in our notes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and start. I'm gonna give it 3 conchas. I really can't wait to hear more about, read more about like Minerva's development. I want to know more about her backstory. And we were talking about the friend Vasquez. He's so charming. So I want to definitely read more about him. He was the one that hit on the Amazon friend that is trans. And I thought he was just so charismatic and so just kind of a happy fellow. So I really, really enjoyed that. And I want to know more about like, I hope there's going to be more wrestling too. Like for some reason, I really love that art. So I can't wait to see more of that strife with like opponents. So tres conchas for me. What about you guys?
So I actually, speaking about the luchador portion of the story, where it says that he comes from lucha royalty, I'd like to know more about that as well. And he does seem to have like a big weight on his shoulders because everyone is like, you're the best, you gotta make him cry, I gotta see your moves, and that must be kind of stressful. So and I want to know, like, who was it, his dad, brother, whatever, more about that part of the story as well. But I am also going to give it 3 conchas. I'm going to give it 3 conchas and a cup of champurrado. It is champurrado weather right now, so and a little cochinito, because that's what we had the other day and it was so good. But yes, I loved it. I can't wait to read more. I don't even think I'm following her Substack, so I should do that as well. And it is a way for creators to have direct connection to their fans and to people who want to just support independent creators. So definitely check her out there.
Yeah, I am sorry to be a downer, but I'm gonna give it 1 concha, but I'm gonna give it a cup of hot chocolate. 1 concha and some chocolate.
So the question is here: is it Ibarra chocolate or Abuelita chocolate?
Ibarra.
Ooh.
I made the swap over to Ibarra. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, there was some kind of some kind of
contra-
political thing with Abuelita?
With Abuelita, yeah. With Abuelita, and also the fact that it is a Nestle like thing.
Nestle.
Like, I know it's almost impossible to avoid like all Nestle products, but a girl's got to try.
Right.
Yeah. So Ibarra chocolate.
Nice. All right, guys.
But I am giving it the 1 concha because I just love Maxi's work. It is a comic that I don't think is made like for me, but I still think it is worth reading. It's just more of my like personal feelings. But is it worth 3 conchas? Absolutely. It is, to me, 1 concha. Sorry, Maxi.
And that has been our book review. All right, guys, now it's time for En la Librería, and Jen has some bilingual En la Librería for us
Yes,
today.
I do. So I have Los Perros Salvajes, novela gráfica de Edgar Clement by Puro Pinche Fortaleza. Yeah, Puro Pinche Fortaleza Comics. So this is in Spanish. There is an English synopsis, but I want to do shout out more Pura Pinche Fortaleza because it says Pura Pinche Fortaleza es un editorial independiente fundado en 2018 y que se dedica a crear y publicar cómics, novelas gráficas, novela en prosa y que está apoyando el gremio de autores de cómics mexicanos a llevar a cabo el premio Pura Pinche Fortaleza de novela gráfica desde 2018. So, the story. Basically, they are a Mexican independent comics company that is putting out graphic novels, prose books, and stuff like that in specific to, like, for awards and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna read the synopsis right here. They do have it translated because I don't have the strength right now to read in Spanish. But Edgar Clement is one of Mexico's most important comic book authors, creator of Operation Bolivar, whose definitive edition was published in 2022 with 2 covers and in both paperback and hardcover, along with its art book. He was featured in our Galito Comics Anthology number 61 in 2023. We recently published an impressive edition of his masterpiece, Cherubim, and now we're preparing something readers have been requesting, The Wild Dogs, Perros Salvajes. A story also set in the universe created by this great graphic artist. The worst thing you can do to a dog is domesticate it, because that makes them completely dependent on a master whom, in one way or another, they have to please and serve. Then there are also the Nahuales, who are domesticated by the system and who form part of a resistance. However, they are being ensnared by the business of hunting angels, and all this could lead to is their extinction. Is the world no longer ready to coexist with undomesticated dogs? Have the angels abandoned us because of the hunting nawals? Are they not angels but extraterrestrials from another world? Where is the lie we must believe to convince ourselves that it is the truth that best suits us? Finally, you'll have in your hands the 160 pages of the new edition in the style of the legendary Pura Pinche Fortaleza by Los Perros Salvajes. Of Los Perros Salvajes by the master Edgar Clement with the quality you deserve. This edition, as we've already mentioned, joins other publications we've produced by this great graphic storyteller. It measures 20 by 26 centimeters, because they measure in centimeters.
Everywhere
same
in the
size.
world but here.
Yeah, everywhere in the world but the US. So whatever that means. Honestly, it's probably like 8 by 11 or something. The same size as Operación Bolívar en Querubín. No, it's not an urban legend. This book will become a reality. Take advantage of the awesome rewards we prepared for you, and please share the campaign on your social media so it reaches many more people. And let's see. Important note, this is a complete story, and they will ship worldwide, and we will arrange this once the campaign ends. And then they also offer a bunch of other comics that they have published as part of the rewards as well. So they are looking for, they have a goal of $2,776. They are currently at $2,466 with 72 backers and 34 days to go. They have also created 7 other projects that have been successfully funded. So this isn't their first go around. You can always support without expecting a reward. You just want to show support. But the base pledge does start at 150 pesos, which is about $9 US. It always trips me up when I see pesos, and I'm just all like, ugh, and then I'm like, wait, it's pesos. Never mind.
Right? Yeah.
So this one, the $9 tier is, this is for the digital copy of the book. At $12, you can receive a physical copy of the Wild Dogs, which is, let's see, yes, because I think with shipping it'll all come out to $25. So it's 200 pesos, which is about 12 USD, but with shipping, once they figure that out and publish it, it's going to come out to about $25. And then there's like, Kickstarter has been affected by like tariffs and everything. So a lot of Kickstarters right now, what they're doing is they are taking out the shipping price, and they're going to either include it later or to like figure out individually for the US, or what they do is that they have it as a, whatchamacallit, they have it included, and so sometimes the prices may look inflated, but then later they will like adjust them. So don't be scared to buy some of these prices. They are trying to work it out, but this is the consequences of Trump as president, TBH. And then the prices go up to about $21 if you want to include digital copies of their other comics as well. $36 for their full library of comics that they have in digital. And then it keeps going up there with like shirts and like stickers and stuff like that, signed copies. Definitely check it out. This looks really, really cool, and the artwork looks like it's almost, how do I describe it? If you've seen Beastars, Beastars, whatever, it's a kind of like an anthropomorphic anime and manga.
I'm out.
It kind of has that similar vibe. Huh?
I said I'm out.
I don't like furries.
Yeah.
It's adjacent.
Okay.
It looks really, really, really cool, is what I want to say. And I mean, their campaign goal is literally right there. They've basically hit it, and they have 34 days to go.
Oh.
Definitely check it out. So Los Perros Salvajes on Kickstarter.com.
I love that title.
Right?
Yes. y pura pinche fortitud. That's cool.
I feel like we've seen them or we've like heard about them before, but I cannot remember because that is such an attention grabbing name.
All right, guys, now it's time for Juntos y Fuertes. Kristen, what do you have for us today?
So today I have for us an organization called the Book Truck. And the Book Truck is a teen literacy program. And they actually provide this truck that goes and drives around and gives thousands of free books to foster care, homeless, and low-income teens throughout Los Angeles County and Long Beach. And they not only teach literacy skills, but they also create the intrinsic motivation to read. You can find out about the Book Truck at thebooktruck.org. They are always looking for volunteers, for donors, and they have a readathon every year. The readathon is in December, so we missed it this year. But if you participate in the readathon, you can spend the day reading to fight the literacy crisis for foster youth, homeless, and low-income teens. It's a virtual fundraiser, so you can read from anywhere, and you just have to email for more information. Like I said, we just missed it this year, so if you're interested in doing something like that, you can always do it next year. Like I said, they're looking for donations. Every size donation helps to provide books for teens. The way I found them is I just looked up comic book nonprofit when I was looking for Juntos y Fuertes organization to talk about. And they at one point were looking for volunteers to help sort comics. And nice. It said that job was done, so they didn't need anybody anymore. But then I started reading more information about the organization, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And they actually it showed, I don't know if the volunteers were from UCLA or if the program has some sort of chapter that they do at UCLA, but there was something that was going on at UCLA. They were actually at LA Comic-Con this last year. Wow. It was a big truck with books in it, and I don't know where it was located. It was probably in the other side that we didn't go through very much, because when we were over there, we were like, oh, it's too busy over here, and we left. Because it was a big truck, and there were other cars over in that other section, so I bet you that's where it was, and we just missed it. But if you want to donate or volunteer, I'm sure they'd be happy to hear from you. You can, again, go to thebooktruck.org, because it is a nonprofit. And I already have sent an email asking how our shop could be involved, because it is definitely a passion of mine of melding my passion for comics and also providing services to marginalized communities with comics. So hopefully I hear back from them soon.
That sounds super cool. And I'm so sorry we missed them at LA Comic-Con, but
yeah,
maybe next time we could like look into it beforehand so we don't actually miss these events that they're participating in. All right, guys, now it's time for Saludos. And Saludos goes out today to Beer Thug Brew Pub. They just had their soft opening December 11th, and I was able to attend. It was on a Thursday. And they're located at 117 East 162nd Street in Carson, California. And you could follow them at Beer Thug Brew Pub, or their collaborator, which is Gastro Boulevard Boulevard Gastropub. I always do that wrong. It's at Boulevard Gastropub, and they are located in Compton, more towards the Alameda part. But either of those are Latino owned, and they serve really delicious beer and food. The food is amazing. Oh my God, you should see the posts they do on Instagram. Oh my God, my mouth is watering. So a Beer Thug Brew Pub is open Thursday from 4 to 11, Friday 3 to 12, Saturday 12 to 12, and Sunday 12 to 6. Yeah, just show up over there. They're really, really amazing. We have actually had Beer Thug and his wife Maria on our podcast, and when we were always recording from the garage. So we had a really cool like beer session on that interview. But yes, definitely check them out. They do not have any gift certificates as of right now, but definitely like maybe make it an outing. You could bring your dog. It's family friendly, so you could bring your kids and stuff like that. It's a really cool vibe. So shout out to them and congratulations on opening your brewery. So very excited for you guys. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of this episode. Where can they find us?
You can find us at comadresycomics.com, where you find links to all of our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and you can email us at comadresycomics@gmail.com. Don't forget YouTube. Like and follow us on YouTube. You can watch us and listen to us on YouTube. I know a lot of people say that's the only way they listen to their podcast. They might not actually be watching it, but they just have YouTube running in the background. So check us out on YouTube. And we are 2 likes away from being able to actually have our own URL.
Wow.
And so,
Please,
yeah.
you guys.
And so it took us 10 years.
Of course it did.
And then after that, we'll only be 900 follows away from monetizing.
Ooh, oh my God, is that all?
Honestly, I'm still surprised people listen to us.
still-
I always just think I'm talking to the both of you.
Exactly. That's how I feel. I feel like,
yeah.
oh, we're just chatting,
Yeah.
But thanks to everybody who reaches out via Insta message, direct message, DM. I don't know. And thank you for engaging in all our social media posts. We really appreciate that too. We don't do it as often as we should, but we definitely appreciate you guys following us and listening to us and spending this time with us. So thank you so much for engaging. That's the end of it. We're your host. I'm Sarah. I forgot what I say. What do I usually say? Oh,
That's the end of it.
That's the end of it.
I'm drawing a blank.
That's the end of it.
That's the end of our episode.
Oh, credits.
That has been our show, is what you usually say.
Huh? What?
I think you say that has been our show.
Oh, and that has been our show. Thank you for listening. We have been your hosts or watching. We're your hosts. I'm Sarah. Dude, I'm sober. What the hell?
I know you're thinking about your meat, but still, focus, lock in. We're almost done. We're literally done.
About my meat. Oh my God. Thank you for listening. We have been your hosts. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kristen.
Oh my Lord.
I just need to get it out. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I'm good.
That brings us to the end. We're your host. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kristen.